welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making some more of my elderberry syrup. So let's get started. I cannot believe that we are in December already. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving and you didn't eat too much. You had a good time with family and friends. And we are almost out of elderberry. I make this all the time. We use it just to kind of help boost our immune systems, help us feel better. I store my elderberry like this. I use my vacuum sealer to seal the lid. So if you don't have elderberry bushes, you can buy the dried elderberry. You can get it on, there's a bunch of places online you can order it. A lot of times your like herb and vitamin stores, you can get it through them. Or if you have access to picking and drying your own, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I've got my stock pot here and I'm going to add about a cup of, I need to take my dry packet out because I'm going to be resealing this so it goes back on the shelf. And then I've got 6 cups of water here that I'm going to put in my stock pot. And you want oranges. All I've got is these little cuties, so I'm going to slice up 4 of them and put them in there too. I also have a piece of ginger that I'm going to cut up. Just make sure you wash all of your fruits before you do this. So I just washed everything. I didn't peel my ginger. I'm just going to slice it up into pieces and drop it down in my stock pot here. All right, there's my ginger. I used almost a whole thing of ginger. Now comes, I'm going to put in a few cloves here. I'm just going to put in a couple. I think there was 3 in that actually. That wasn't what I needed. If you have cinnamon sticks, go ahead and put your cinnamon sticks in. I do not, so I'm going to be using some cinnamon powder. I just put it in there. I know a lot of people are very picky and they want this all measured out. We actually like ours heavy on the cinnamon. And I'm going to put a dash of turmeric powder. If you have some turmeric root, slice up a piece of that and put in here. And if you don't, just use the turmeric powder. Okay, I've got all this mixed together now in my stock pot here. I am going to put this on the stove. I'll put it on medium high and I will bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, I'm going to reduce my heat down to medium low. I'll cover it with a lid and then I will let it simmer for 45 minutes. Now that my timer has gone off, I'm going to remove the elderberries. I'm just going to leave it sit here and cool down to room temperature. Now that my elderberry has cooled, I'm going to strain it and get everything out of there. Might have to do this in 2. Yeah. Now that I've strained it, I'm going to put this in the jar here. And strain this last little bit out. Now all the orange, the elderberry seeds and ginger, I will put that into our compost bin. So that's out of the way. It's still slightly warm, but it is not going to be too hot to add the honey. We don't want to add honey when it's hot, because that will kill the healing properties of the honey, the health benefits. And you can put as much or as little in here as you like. We just like to sweeten it up a little bit. And then you'll just mix this in. All right. She's ready to cover and go in the fridge. And since it's cold and flu season, it's winter time, we're coming up on Christmas, everybody's going to have holidays and plays and everything going on. We like to take this just as a preventative additive measure. It tastes good and it's good for you. Thank you for joining me today.